Welcome to Giant Redwood, where giant machines conquer the forest. From felling massive trees, hauling through mud, to precision cutting in the mill, raw power and engineering mastery come alive here. Let's dive in. In the world of forestry, there's one compact machine that carries incredible power, the chainsaw. The moment it starts, the roar of the engine announces, "I'm ready." The chain spins at thousands of revolutions per minute, transforming into a moving blade that can slice through massive logs in seconds. Every cut is strong, precise, and efficient. Even a tree that has stood for decades can fall within moments. What makes the chainsaw remarkable is not only its raw power, but also its versatility. Workers can bring it deep into forests, across steep slopes, or directly to logging sites. But with power comes danger. A split second of distraction can lead to disaster. That's why safety gear, gloves, helmets, face shields, is absolutely essential when operating it. The chainsaw does more than just cut wood. It paves the way for buildings, creates homes, and provides the raw material for everyday life. This is the chainsaw, small in size, yet carrying the strength of a steel beast in the green forest. Deep in the forest, where giant trees have just been felled, a machine appears, the log skidder. It doesn't roar like a chainsaw, nor slice like a circular saw, but it is the silent transporter. With a powerful engine and massive tires or crawler tracks, the skidder can push through muddy trails, climb over rocks, and conquer slippery slopes. A heavy steel cable is released, wrapped tightly around a log. With one pull, a tree trunk stretching dozens of meters slowly begins to move, dragged out of the forest floor. The skidder doesn't just transport, it organizes the timber into neat piles, ready for the next stage of processing. Rain or shine, day or night, it keeps working. Its strength shortens time, saves human effort, and most importantly, ensures logs are brought out of the forest safely. The log skidder, a machine marked by the scent of damp earth, the screech of cables, and deep tire tracks carved into the woodland floor. It is the bridge that carries timber from the wild forest to the industrial yard, beginning a new journey for every tree. Leaving the logging site, massive tree trunks have been gathered and stacked. This is where the logging truck comes in. These are long, heavy-duty trucks with reinforced frames and oversized wheels built for rough terrain. The trailer isn't enclosed. Instead, it's a strong steel frame, designed to hold dozens of massive logs. The driver carefully backs the truck into place while loaders or grapples stack the timber, one piece at a time. Once the logs are arranged, chains and steel straps are tightened, securing the load for the journey ahead.
The road out of the forest is no easy pass.
Mud, steep climbs, and sharp bends challenge every move.
Yet, the truck keeps moving forward. Tear sinking deep into the earth, the frame groaning under the heavy weight.
Sometimes, it must cross makeshift wooden bridges over streams, or crawl up rocky slopes where every meter feels like a battle. Each trip is a test of endurance, but also a vital step in bringing raw timber from the wild forest to the mill. The logging truck, a giant of persistence, following the skidder's work, carrying the forest's harvest closer to the craftsman's hands. Before logs are cut or crafted, there is one crucial step that cannot be skipped: debarking. Inside the mill, the debarking machine stands with its heavy rotating drum and sharp steel blades. A raw log is fed in, slowly spinning against the cutters. As the blades make contact, the outer bark peels away, curling into long strips that fall to the ground like ribbons of brown fabric. It may look simple, but this step is vital. Bark often carries dirt, moisture, and insects. If left on, it can dull saw blades and compromise the quality of the boards. Thanks to debarking, the logs are left clean and smooth, ready for precise cutting and shaping in later stages. Interestingly, the bark strips aren't wasted. They can be reused as biomass fuel, turned into organic mulch, or repurposed in agriculture. The sound of steel scraping wood, the hum of the spinning drum, and the scent of fresh timber all blend into the rhythm of the workshop. The debarking machine, a small step in appearance, but the key to keeping the entire production line smooth and efficient. Once the logging trucks arrive at the mill, a new chapter begins for the timber. Here, the vertical bandsaw takes the lead, transforming rough tree trunks into straight, uniform boards. The vertical saw is built with a solid frame and a tall, powerful blade running up and down. Each long log is guided onto the conveyor, moving slowly toward the blade. The moment steel meets wood, a steady industrial hum fills the air. Precise cuts split the trunk into thick slabs, each one uniform and ready for further processing. Accuracy is everything here. The vertical saw provides consistent, even blanks that serve as the foundation for later steps, whether it's finer sawing, cross-cutting, or furniture making. Without this stage, the entire production line would lack structure. In the workshop, sawdust drifts like golden dust in the light, while the fresh scent of timber spreads through the air. Stacks of newly cut boards are neatly arranged, waiting for the next machine in line. The vertical saw, the bridge between the raw forest trunk and the crafted timber board, marking the first transformation in the mill's journey. In the sawmill, once the logs have been fully debarked, The next stage begins with the circular crosscut saw. Unlike the vertical saw that rips lengthwise, this machine uses a giant spinning blade to cut across the log, slicing it into segments or planks of specific sizes. As the steel teeth bite into the timber, sawdust sprays out like sparks, and the loud hum echoes through the mill, the heartbeat of industry. Operators adjust the sliding table and measuring guides to ensure every cut is straight, even, and accurate down to the millimeter. Depending on the purpose, the timber might be cut into short sections for pulp and paper, or into long planks for construction and furniture. Safety here is paramount. The circular saw spins at tremendous speed, and even the smallest mistake can be dangerous. That's why protective shields, secure clamps, and strict procedures are always in place. The circular crosscut saw, an essential step in transforming raw logs into standardized planks, setting the foundation for finer woodworking ahead.
After logs are cut into sections with the circular saw, many pieces are still too large to be processed directly. This is where the log splitter takes over, a machine designed to break wood into smaller, usable parts. The machine looks like a giant clamp, built with hardened steel jaws capable of exerting tens of tons of force. Once a log is positioned correctly, a single press drives the splitter down. The wood cracks open, splitting cleanly along its natural grade. The resulting smaller pieces can then be sawn into boards, chipped for biomass, or sent to the pulp industry. What makes the splitter efficient is that it works with the wood's natural grain, not against it. This reduces waste, saves cutting time, and spares the saw blades from excessive wear. Still, it's a machine of raw power and must be treated with caution. Operators keep a safe distance, as logs can sometimes snap unpredictably. With force strong enough to bend steel, even a small mistake could be dangerous. The log splitter, a tool of brute strength and smart design, maximizing timber yield and preparing material for countless industries. The wood grinder, a giant machine designed to handle massive piles of timber, stumps, and branches in forestry and recycling industries. Imagine a whole tree trunk, a stubborn stump, or bundles of branches being fed into the grinding chamber. Inside, a powerful drum or disc armed with hundreds of hardened steel teeth spins at high speed. The moment wood meets steel, it snaps, shreds, and breaks into pieces. The roar is thunderous, like a beast devouring the forest itself. What makes the wood grinder truly special is its ability to transform raw, bulky wood into something valuable. The resulting wood chips can be used for paper production, biomass fuel, organic fertilizer, or even decorative landscaping mulch. From tiny branches to massive logs, everything is reduced to consistent chips within seconds. It's a crucial link in the chain from forest to industry, turning rough timber into usable resources. The wood grinder, raw power, precision, and efficiency working together to fuel the green economy. The log cross-cutting machine, a vital step in processing timber after it's been harvested. If the chainsaw opens the path and the skidder brings the logs out of the forest, then the cross-cutting machine is the craftsman that divides wood with precision before it enters the mill. Here's how it works. Logs are placed on a conveyor, fed steadily toward a powerful circular or chain blade. With each rotation, the blade slices cleanly through, turning even the thickest logs into perfect segments. Every cut is consistent, ensuring the logs are ready for the next stage: sawing, chipping, or industrial processing. The sound is sharp and rhythmic, a steady slice with each pass. Operators hardly need to exert effort. Automation handles it all, measuring, positioning, and cutting continuously. What makes this machine stand out is efficiency. Where manual sawing could take minutes or even longer, this system reduces it to just seconds. In no time, a full trunk is divided into uniform sections. From deep in the forest to the industrial line, from raw logs to usable timber, the cross-cutting machine is a crucial link, delivering speed, accuracy, and productivity at every step. The conical log splitter, a machine that looks simple, yet plays a powerful role in wood processing after the logs have been cut. Here's how it works. Instead of using an axe or hammer to split wood by hand, the machine uses a heavy-duty steel cone, shaped like a screw, mounted on a fast-spinning shaft. As the log touches the cone, it drills in, forcing the wood fibers apart. Within seconds, the log splits into 2, 4, or even more pieces, clean, fast, and consistent. What makes this machine remarkable is its efficiency. It saves enormous labor compared to manual splitting and produces even firewood pieces that are easy to stack, dry, and use. In woodworking shops, it's also used to process waste logs, turning discarded chunks into valuable fuel. The sound is satisfying, not the roar of a saw, but the crisp crack of wood fibers breaking cleanly. The operator simply positions the log against the cone, and the machine does the hard work automatically. From rural household preparing firewood to workshops and biomass plants, the conical log splitter is a practical, durable, and time-saving solution, replacing back-breaking labor with smart mechanical force. The circular saw pruner with serrated teeth, a specialized tool designed for trimming thick or high branches. Its circular blade, lined with sharp teeth, spins at high speed. The moment it meets a branch, the cut is clean and quick. This makes it perfect for thinning canopies, allowing sunlight through, or removing dry, dangerous limbs, all while keeping workers safe on the ground. The machine can be mounted on a long pole or attached to excavators and lifts for heavy-duty pruning. The sound is a steady buzz followed by a crisp slice, each cut powerful and efficient. It saves time, reduces manual effort, and helps maintain trees in a neat, healthy condition. The root-grabbing extractor, a powerful steel claw built to clear forests after logging. Hydraulic jaws clamp down, gripping the stump tightly, and in seconds, the entire root system is pulled out of the ground. No manual digging, no back-breaking labor, just clean, fast removal. This machine restores the land quickly, making it ready for replanting or agricultural use.